Welcome to Bada Boom. When James Gunn and Peter Safran announced their DC slate to the world, it was received with much fanfare and a little confusion. Not confusion as to what are they doing, but confusion that in their first 11 projects they have an animated Creature Commandos series. The reason for that confusion is who the hell are the Creature Commandos? The team made their debut in the pages of Weird War Tales and were created by J.M. DeMatteis and Pat Broderick. The team was made up of humans that underwent various experiments that turned them into monsters. They were created under Project M to combat our enemies. If you guessed the M in Project M stood for monster, you were obviously correct. The concept is something Marvel has attempted in the comics as well with their Holland Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. The Creature Commandos have appeared in modern comics. In 2011, during DC's New 52 relaunch, Jeff Lemire wrote Frankenstein, Agent of Shade. That saw Frankenstein lead the team. James Gunn himself is writing the Creature Commandos series, which seems to be a mix of both classic and modern versions of the team with a Gunn twist. Rick Flag Sr. and Weasel appear in the teaser art, which tie it to Gunn's The Suicide Squad and presumably the announced Amanda Waller series. Of all the projects Gunn himself could have been working on, I think Creature Commandos was one of the last things on fans' minds. But if you know Gunn, it makes sense. A team of outcasts that are D-list at best have to come together to fight to save the world. Yeah, that sounds like James Gunn. Despite it feeling like a small part of the 11 project slate that was announced recently, it's big. It's big because it's one of the first series that we'll see. Also, it's written by Gunn himself, and then you add on top of that, the cast for this series is being looked at as something of an experiment. You will have these characters not only be playing them in this animated series, but also in the live action version. Also, Gunn and Safran are calling this Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters. We have the gods with Superman, and obviously Creature Commandos will be that monster side of the coin. Creature Commandos provides Gunn a platform to experiment and possibly make something a little bit more edgy and rated R, whereas we saw with Suicide Squad, it was something that people liked, but it didn't really get people to the theater. We've already talked about Rick Flag Sr. and Weasel appearing in the series, but the cast will also include Nina Marzouski, Dr. Phosphorus, Eric Frankenstein, G.I. Robot. The team will be led by the Bride of Frankenstein. Now, I would love to go over every single appearance of the Creature Commandos in comics, animated, and live action, but the reality is, like the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, I have a feeling this is going to be a very different take on these classic characters. What do you guys think of the Creature Commandos? I love it when a creator knows what they're good at, and it seems like James Gunn knows exactly what he's good at. If you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, bada boom!